What's up, guys? How are you? Welcome into a Tuesday morning episode of the Daily Juice Podcast with me, Matt Perrault, at Sports Talk. Matt is my Twitter handle. This podcast every day, every morning, being brought to you by our friends at BetMGM and the promo code JUICE, which will get you new users a $1,000 free bet offer from BetMGM. That promo code is JUICE at BetMGM.com. That was a BS night. I don't think I can curse on this podcast. I wish I could, because I would like to say a curse word or two. Denver Nuggets were up by 20 heading into the fourth quarter. I hate the NBA. I know some of you guys like betting the NBA. I really hate it from a pre-bet perspective. Now, I did a live bet, so I won a little money on it, nothing serious. But if you're going to bet the NBA pregame, you are now required to bet in-game. Like, you have to. You just can't. I mean, they're down by 20 points. You got to take it, 8, 9, 10, whatever the number is going to be that the books are going to give you. You just have to take it. And it's frustrating because sometimes you make a bet and then life gets in the way. I get it. I have a daughter. I know. We're all busy. We're doing stuff, dinner and schoolwork and cleaning the house. And I get it. It's frustrating. I'm really mad. And I push. Some of you guys laid 5.5. You lost. It's horrible. There's just no rhyme or reason for it. I mean, there really isn't. But the NBA is just, it's my least favorite thing to bet by far. And I didn't lose money. I won money. Lost, or I guess I pushed officially. But it is by far my least favorite thing to bet. Hockey, my second least favorite thing in the world is the shootouts in the NHL. And my third least favorite thing in the world is the ghost runner in baseball. All of which we're going to be running into simultaneously here over the next couple of weeks with the NBA, the NHL, and Major League Baseball. But fine, I'll suck it up and I'll deal with it because that's what we have to do. Lose the parlay because Montreal won in a shootout. Fake hockey. Not real hockey, fake hockey. And man, I'm blanking on the goaltender right now for Buffalo, but Kami, right? He saved a shootout. They scored. He saved it, and the puck just kept on sliding. If he sees the puck and stops it, we win the bet. That's what's so dumb. I mean, we're literally 6 inches away, a foot away from winning that bet because Colorado is all over the moment. They are up 5-1 on Anaheim. Edmonton is up 5-4 in the third period. They were up 4-2 going into the period. And they gave up 2 goals to start the period in 4 minutes for 4-4. Currently 5-4. We're at 6.5 to play. I reloaded, and this is why being on the Discord channel is important. I reloaded a Colorado and Edmonton parlay, but still frustrating because I lost. I lost 2 different parlay bets with that Montreal loss. I'll get it all back here with this Colorado Edmonton, or I'll go down bad on the night for hockey if Edmonton or Colorado doesn't win. But Colorado, they're going to win. They're up 5-1 with 3 to play in the third. So they won, of course, easy walk in the park. But I was right about Edmonton having a tough time with Arizona being a sweat, not wanting to bet all 3. But didn't matter because Montreal loses in a shootout because that's fake hockey. Weird night. Florida and Ottawa, 7, that pushed. That was somewhat fortuitous. We got a push there. 0-1-2 night. I can't remember an 0-1-2 night, for a long time. But Buffalo and Montreal, 7, that pushed. I gave you the Islanders and the Devils as a lean for 6 to the over, I think I was talking about. It may have been in the under. I didn't bet it, but that pushed. I think I was going to bet the over. And then Minnesota and Seattle, 6, that pushed. I mean, if you bet every total in the NHL, I guess over for Edmonton, Arizona. Colorado, Anaheim was 6.5. So I guess that may have been 7, but we'll see. That might go under. But either, 1 over, 1 under, and 4 pushes for the NHL last night. Weird stuff. Okay, so today I've got 2 NHL bets. I have one total. I have a Bedard lay to give you, fading the bad hockey teams, and it's a plus 173 parlay. And then I've got my first Major League Baseball future to give you guys here. And it's an old friend that I bet last year and I missed on it. I'm going back again. I'm doubling down. I'm going to try to get my money back from losing it last year. I'm going to bet it in a second. But before we do anything else, by the way, you like I'm wearing my professor clothes today on the parlay, on the podcast. If you're watching on YouTube, this is my professor look at UNLV that I wore today. You guys can win a full year from BettingPros with BettingPros Premium. A full year for free. Easy. You must subscribe and like this YouTube channel and then comment underneath me, because when you do, you could win that free upgrade. We'll choose the winner in March very, very soon. Would be smart to do it right now. It takes you 2 seconds. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you like the video and leave a quick little comment, whether you're looking for access of exclusive picks, top-rated player props. The NBA player props will come back today, by the way. Custom analysis of your betting performance. BettingPros Premium has the tools to help you cash more bets. Plain and simple. Don't want to wait for that giveaway, however. Sign up today at bettingpros.com/upgrade and start betting smarter, not harder. All right. So watch for that Betting Pros giveaway coming up here in a couple of days at the end of March, end of the month of March for us here with that. Okay. Canucks and the Blues. Total is 6.5. Juice to the over. Heavily juiced to the over. So I don't really understand this. This is one of those games and one of those numbers where I'm like, this is odd. Why is it juiced to the over 6.5? Well, all right. Blues score a lot of goals lately, but really? St. Louis at home is 7-3 to the under over their last 10. Now, they are 19-15 overall to the over, but Jordan Binnington should be back tonight for the Blues after his suspension, so he should be in net. The Canucks are 6-4 to the under over their last 10, but they're 5-0 to the under over their last 5. They're playing hard. It's wild. Delia's got a much better goals against average on the road than at home. But it's interesting because you start looking at, he has a 1.51 goals against average in the month of March. 2 goals so far. Binnington has been awful. He's been awful, okay? But 2 games against the Canucks so far, he has a 1.93 goals against average. That's not bad. Under is plus money. We're taking it. Canucks in the Blues, under 6.5. Let's get a 4-2 final out of this one. Plus 110. 1 unit. Plus 110. Under 6.5. This thing might go to 6. It wouldn't shock me, just given the numbers here. Once people get up and start looking at the numbers, you may see 6s pop up here. Plus 110. Under 6.5. Canucks in the Blues for 1 unit. Now, I'm doing the Bedard or Bedard lay, whatever you want to call it. Missed it last night because of Montreal in the shootout, but I'm not counting that as a loss. It is officially a loss, but the handicap, it's fake hockey. It's not real. Now, we've got the Sharks and the Jets, the Blackhawks and the Stars, and the Rangers and the Blue Jackets. Blue Jackets are horrible. Blackhawks are awful. Sharks are pathetic. Here are the numbers. Sharks are 6-20-10 at home, taking on the Jets, who are just 19-18-1, but Winnipeg's playing for a lot, okay? There's a lot here for Winnipeg in terms of where they're going to be. They have 85 points, okay? Winnipeg is not assured much at the moment. They are 4 points out of the Flames for the last wildcard spot. Okay, the Jets occupy the last spot. So when you're taking on the Sharks, you better sure as hell win this game. The Blackhawks are 14-19-7, and they have lost 5 games in a row. Oh, Sharks have lost 9 games in a row, by the way. So Sharks have lost 9 games in a row. Blackhawks have lost 5 games in a row. Stars are 21-10-5. Stars are tied with Colorado, whose game is close to being final. So you have a 2-point lead here for Colorado over the hard-charging and difficult Stars, who I like a lot here in the Western Conference for that number 2 seed. Now, they're probably going to play each other, but Minnesota's not assured yet either. You're going to have the Wild with 95 points, Colorado with 94 points, and the Stars with 92 points. They have a game in hand. They got to play tonight. They got to win. They got to keep pace. Got to win, okay? They should win. And the Rangers are at home, and they're 21-12-4 at home, and the Blue Jackets are 9-22-5 on the road this year. They just lost 8-2. They're 3-6-1 over their last 10 games. This is a plus 173 money line parlay. 1 unit. We're going in here, the silly season of hockey, everyone tanking. Columbus has 53 points. The Sharks have 53 points, and the Blackhawks have 54 points. These are the worst teams in hockey. Plus 173, 1 unit, moneyline parlay. Don't normally recommend these things, but I've been hitting them, and I like this a lot given who's playing. Jets, Stars, Rangers, moneyline, 3-leg, moneyline parlay, 1 unit at plus 173. People might go, oh, this is negative EV. You shouldn't bet this. Okay, then don't. Okay? I'm just telling you what I'm betting. You don't have to bet it. I'm betting. This is what I'm betting. Under 6.5, Canucks and the Blues, Jets, Stars, and Rangers, plus 173, parlay for 1 unit. So only 2 units in play today. 2 units flat, okay? Both are plus money bets we got going here in the NHL. Now, I will do 2 NBA player props. I will put them in the Discord channel, bettingpros.com/chat, or on YouTube. There's a link directly to it underneath me where you guys can get in. I will put the 2 NBA player props somewhere in the neighborhood of 4 p.m., 5 p.m. Eastern time. Somewhere in there, the 2 NBA player props will pop up. So if you're in the Discord channel, you get an alert that says, hey, here are the 2 NBA player props. Fade or follow, do whatever you want. I bet quarter units on both of them. So those will be going tonight in the NBA. Okay, so there will be something in the NBA for you guys to jump into. However, let's start with the Major League Baseball future betting. I don't bet all of them. I don't bet a ton of them, but I do bet them, and I do like putting 2 units down. I've decided to bet 2 units on my future wagers now here for win totals. I'm not going to do a ton of them, but I like the Miami Marlins. Their win total is 76.5. We need 77 wins, okay? So we know about Sandy Alcantara, okay? Alcantara. I always say it wrong. Sandy Alcantara. Reigning Cy Young Award winner, okay? First pitcher in franchise history to get the Cy Young. He won't be as good as he was last year, but he's 28 years old or 27 years old. He'll be fine, okay? He's going to be dynamic. He's going to be unbelievable. He has some help in the rotation this year. And the youngsters have got to hit. Hitting in that ballpark is not great, okay? I totally understand that. You have a new manager and Skip Shoemaker coming over. I don't mind betting on win totals with guys who are first-year coaches. They lost 93 games last year, but Miami thinks they can compete. And let's be honest, the new schedule is going to help. They're playing less games against the Mets and less games against the Braves. That's tremendous for the Marlins. So instead of playing 18, 19 games against those teams, they're playing 13. They're playing more interleague games. They're playing more teams where, teams haven't seen their pitching staff and their young pitchers. They've made some nice guys. Johnny Cueto coming over. It should be a nice Gene Segura coming over. Should be nice. Their bullpen should be better. They're trying to have a winning culture. They want to get out of the gate pretty quickly here, and they got to stay healthy, okay? They've got to stay healthy, but they've got some guys who can rake when healthy, and they've got to stay healthy. They've got pitchers if they stay healthy. Luzardo, got to keep him healthy. I just think this Miami Marlins team has a chance to do what I thought they were going to do last year, which is surprise a lot of people. I'm going to jump in here. It's 76.5. I think they're going to go 500. I said it yesterday on BVB. I think the Marlins are going to go 500. People think I'm crazy. Okay. I need 77 wins out of the Miami Marlins. I know New York, Atlanta, and Philadelphia are going to be tough. Atlanta's got 95.5 wins. How many games do they win? The Mets have already lost their closer in the World Baseball Classic, and their pitching staff is old. Things could blow up for the Mets. Their win total is down to 88.5. Things could go negative. Bryce Harper is not coming back until August. Hoskins just blew his ACL. He's gone for the entire year for the Phillies. Things are starting to shake up, going could this be the year of the Miami Marlins? Could they do what I thought they were going to do last year, which is basically compete and contend? 2 units, minus 110, over 76.5 win totals for the Miami Marlins. I'm going to be in on them. Here's a crazy stat from MLB.com. The Miami Marlins had a season-high 40 one-run losses last year. 40. If that just gets cut in half to 20 one-run losses, we're in business, all right? If this young rotation progresses, if their offense can hit 3-2 baseball games, man, don't matter. Win them. Don't matter what the score is, just win. Over 76.5, 2 units flat, 2 units down on the Miami Marlins to win more than 76.5 games at minus 110. DraftKings, bunch of books have got BetMGM, bunch of books have got that. I'm in on the Miami Marlins. I got to go buy some Miami Marlins gear. Marlins, our first bet of the preseason heading towards opening day, over 76.5 wins for the Miami Marlins. Canucks under 6.5 at plus 110. Jets, Stars, and Rangers moneyline parlay at plus 173. 2 NBA player props coming later on today. My name is Matt Perrault. Follow me on Twitter at SportsTalkMatt each and every morning. It is the Daily Juice Podcast being brought to you by BetMGM.